Hey y'all, come on in. What's up, y'all? Know what we're about to do. We're about to have a side chat with Coach Now. What's up, Pop Hood? Y'all, come on in. I'm gonna water these little plants while y'all logging in. Come on in. I'm gonna water my porch plant. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, y'all. I'm gonna water my porch plant. You already know we're about to do side chat with Nah. Did I miss somebody? Thank you for following. You know, everything that I do over here, it all has a purpose for it. It is a reason for it. It is a purpose for it. Everything that I do. Watering my plants, planting my flowers, talking with you guys outside. It's a reason for that. Thank you. What's up, Michelle? It's a reason for that. It's because I want to teach you how to create a peaceful environment. Also, while I'm teaching you how to heal, teaching you how to operate in your purpose. Everything about you, everything in your life, whether it's desirable or undesirable, if y'all want to call it negative or positive, you create. Everything is an illusion of what you want it to be. So if you want happiness, you have to create happiness. What's up, Nina? You got to create happiness. If you want peace, you have to create peace. Everything starts with you first. Hold on, let me cut my water off. Water bill be too high. Hold on. Let me run it out. But everything starts with you. Everything starts with you. You want to be great, it has to be within you. Everything starts with you. You know, I was thinking, that's why I need to do a group session. One of my followers on here, well, actually, she's my friend. She is a friend now. Her name is Naisha Nicole, right? And she was telling me about this teaching app that I'm going to have to, hold on, give me a second. She was telling me about this teaching app that I'm going to have to invest in. And the reason why I need to invest in it is because I be having so much to say. So in the times when I'm by myself, right, I sit and I have a whole teaching lesson session, thought process by myself. But it's so much that need to get out. That's why I tell you guys I only come live when I got something to say. If I ain't got nothing to say, I ain't coming on here because I'm not about to be playing with nobody's kids or wasting nobody's time, because time is really valuable. At least for me, time is very valuable. So I'm going to get on here real quick and we're going to talk about it. So here's my thing. I was thinking about the, how I was teaching a while back about the, how they say, how can I put this? Because I know a lot of, without having to go down the whole rabbit hole of teaching. What do I do with my glasses? See, that's what I be talking about. I just be doing stuff. I don't have to go down the whole rabbit hole and reteach this session that I had. But you know how I taught you guys about high vibration, low vibrational, right? And I taught you guys about healing, about being a better version of yourself. How can you get to that place, right? How can you get to that place of that healed place within you, right? How do you create that environment? What up, Pop Hood? I love when I see my day ones come on here. Y'all make me happy. But I was just sitting and I was thinking to myself like, hey, we talk about the rapture and all that stuff, and the end of times is coming and this, that, and the third. And I taught a session about, You know, a lot of people read the Bible, just they read it surface level, read it, they never get down into the weeds. And you know how I taught you guys as well to go back, research, start, take it back to Hebrew, you know, then bring it back to Greek, then bring it back to Latin, and then you'll see how it got translated and why it was translated to English the way that it was translated. So that's a whole lesson within itself. But you know, I was thinking about the whole rapture, how people just like, oh, you're gonna look around and then boom, people are gonna be gone, and they miss the point of the higher consciousness, the Christ-like, the mind, right? They miss the whole point of it, and the whole point of it is the low vibration and the higher vibration. In the time when the new earth, as we talk about, you hear people talking about the new earth and things like that. It's not about, hey, you know, this is going to do away and then boom, the footprint going to come. No, it's talking about just for what is happening right now, which is everyone is awakening, right? You think that you're just hearing about the awakening just because, you know, you hear people talk about the awakening. You hear people like, I don't know why this is happening to me, and all of a sudden I just don't desire this no more. All of a sudden I don't want to eat this no more. I don't feel the same anymore. All this, that, and the third. Everything's starting to question everything. You're starting to look at everything sideways, this, that, and the third. And what's happening is it's the awakening, right? It's awakening to the Christ-like, the mindset, right? The higher consciousness. That's what it is. It's point blank period. That's what it is, right? So when you get to that point, then you got the high vibration and the low vibration. The low vibration, which is the people, which is low vibration, is supposed to be the enemy. Which is Satan, which is the devil. Low vibrational, high vibrational is Christ conscious, right? And that is tapping into your higher self. That is tapping into the mindset of where you are, who you are, understanding who you are, whose you are. And so if you've been following me for a long time, you understand where we're at right now. I'm in the, as they call the 4D, right? Which is operating in my purpose here. I had to go through the healing. I had to go through the awakening. I had to go through the dark night or so. I had to go through all those things. Now my job is to show you what it looks like once you go through the pruning process, and once you come into this point and you're fully operating your high vibration. And when you fully operate in your high vibration, a lot of people think that, oh no, you gotta, you know, you gotta be a Christian, you gotta be this, that, and the third, you gotta blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. So it's a lot of Christians just not going to make it to the heaven that they believe the heaven, right? It's because of the fact they're low vibrational. So if you take low vibration and attach it to Satan himself, right? That's the devil, that's the enemy, that's the negative spirits, the bad spirits, blah, blah, whatever you want to put. And then you put the high vibration, which is Christ consciousness, right? Which is Christ-like, right? So it's not about who's living their life who's living the best life as a Christian. No, it's not about that. What it is who's being fake and who's not. See, the awakening is for you to step in your true, authentic self. The awakening is for you. It's not about, oh, well, she cussed, she going to hell. No, that's not what that means. So a lot of you Christian folks and the folks that's out there, I don't even know how I got on this, but the folks that's out there, what's happening is what you think is about to be a thing for you, that you about to go up there and high five all these people that you placed in heaven in your mind, and you believe that they're there, and you out here acting a fool, mistreating folks, pulling people down, talking negative, backbiting, fighting with people, and yet you're got the audacity to hold the Bible, open it up, and preach and condemn someone else. You're the one that's low vibrational. I don't care how many sessions of church that you go to. I don't care if you be in church from Monday to Sunday. I don't care if it's from sun up to sundown. At the end of the day, my sister, my brother, my whoever you are not tapped into your higher vibration. And as long as you're not tapped into your higher vibration, you will never make it to anywhere other than to where you want to be, which is that low vibration, which is hell itself. Now, let me explain something to you about high vibrational and low vibrational people. See, the thing is, a lot of people believe that, oh, I'm going to just go and I'm just going to go through this spiritual, I'm going to be spiritual, I'm going to heal, and I'm going to do that. No, you can't just one day wake up and say, I want to be. No, you have to be called. See, that's the difference. That's why it's so many people out here teaching things, and there's so many people thinking that, oh, I can just do this thing. You cannot do a thing. You have to be called to do a thing. You can't just wake up one day on your own free will and say, hey, you know what? I ain't doing this no more. I'm about to stop eating pork, and I'm going to say that I'm Muslim or whatever it it is. I'm high, Christ-like, and I'm high vibrational. This is who I am. That's not how it go. You have to be called. And when you answer the call, you have to be willing to go through the fire. See, a lot of people are going through things, right? And they can't understand why their money ain't right, why ain't nothing ever working out for them. Come on, Bug, don't come for me, bruh. I'm teaching why the money ain't working out for them, why everybody keep coming after them, why they keep losing everything, and yet they walk around with all this copper on, or all this whatever on, or unks, or whatever it is that they want to wear, and they talking about they protected. Well, you're not protected. The only thing you're protected from is learning what Christ consciousness is. You're protecting yourself from not knowing what's beyond the beyond. See, you put a limit on yourself. What you did was cap yourself, because let me explain something to you. When you are tapped in, you don't need anything. I don't need anything. Let me explain something to you. I don't need anything. When I say a thing becomes. A lot of people get frustrated with me. A lot of people think that, oh, well, you got it. Your struggle ain't like my struggle. Well, that's your struggle. You chose to be in that struggle. That's a you problem, not a me problem. My struggle is I have none. I've learned to not struggle in anything, because what I'm struggling for. I was created to have the best of the best. I was brought here for a mission, so why would I have to struggle for anything? Once you tap in and you know who you are and whose you are, you don't worry about all the extra stuff. You don't worry about, oh, am I going to make rent? Let me explain something to you. I haven't worked since April 28th. Let me explain this to you. I don't stress about how my bills are going to get paid. I don't stress about how, is this going to do our house. That I don't worry about that, because it's going to get paid anyway, because I believe a thing to be a thing, because God told me he had me. Now, because I'm tapped in and I'm high vibrational, what I learned is, let's put it like this. We both are here in the U.S. We both are here. We both are experiencing the same things that's going on in the world. We both are experiencing hardship, job loss, barely making it, food prices going up. We all are going through the same thing. Guess what? I'm a single mom, right? Not saying that my kids don't have a dad that they can call, because he's going to take care of his kids. That's one thing about him. I'm going to give him his props. He's going to take care of his kids. But in the end of it all, when I look at everything that I got, I went and bought and built a home. I went and did all these extra things. I got bills on top of bills on top of bills. I don't have no one that I can call and say, hey, can you help me out? I don't have anybody I can go lean on when times get hard, because during my awakening in my dark night of the soul and my healing, God taught me how to lean on him and trust no one. See, all these years I've been saying, why, what about me, God? What about me? I ain't God. God, why people keep doing this? Well, why wouldn't they do that to me? I allowed them to do that to me. I brought them into my world. See, my world is a peaceful world. You bring chaos into your world, and then you cry to God and say, why me? Well, why not you? You chose that path. So let's take it back. Now, me being high vibrational and living in the same America you living in, guess what? I don't feel the pain that you may feel. I don't see the struggle that you may see. It's not because I'm better than you. Yes, I am greater than you, because I choose to live a high vibrational life. Not a fake one. I choose to live in a high vibrational mindset. So I don't see what you see. I don't stress about the things that you stress. Yes, we all are going through the same thing, but I don't stress about it. I don't worry about money. You worry about money. I don't stress about money. I don't sit around and say, when I'm going to get the next check. That's why it comes to me. I'm in the season that I'm attracting any and everything that I want. I want a thing, I call a thing in. Why can't I? Why can't you? That's why I need you to understand, just because you're in this world, you're not of this world. So don't leave your mind to think that, hey, well, I have to think like this. This has been a struggle all my life, so therefore I got to look at it like this. I've been getting it out the mud all these years. So whenever you stop thinking like that, then you'll come out the struggle. You choose to be in a struggle. That's a you problem, not a me problem. So if you choose to live a low vibrational lifestyle is the fake ones, the ones that pretend to, oh, I'm spiritual and I'm this, that, and the third. But yet you screaming, you upset because you broke. You upset because stuff ain't working for you. You upset because of all these different things. But yet you live in this spiritual lifestyle. How does that make sense to me? You can sit and throw dark magic on everything else to manipulate energy on everything else, but yet you in a struggle. How does that work? Just like when some people say you believe in God and you struggling and you know where's your God at now? Well, it is the low vibrational God that they believed in because they believe that God is real, right? But yet they complain about not having the money. So you're low vibrational. You can't believe in the same God I believe in. See, I'm not lighting no candles. I'm not doing no moon magic. I'm not digging no holes, putting your name in it. I'm not going in no ice box. I'm not putting your name in the freezer. I'm not wishing this, and I'm not speaking a thing over you because of the fact what happens. See, I don't have to call judgment on you because you coming up against someone that's high vibrational. Once you tap into your Christ-like mindset, then you become so high vibrational that anything that comes to you will automatically be returned back to sender. You don't have to sit around and do a return a sender spell. Whatever it is y'all be doing, I don't know. You ain't got to do that because you know who you are and you know whose you are. So you're going to operate in that, right? You don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything. Let me tell you something. I know when I'm being attacked and I know when an attack is coming, but that is not my job to run and chase an attack. My job is to mind my business and do my job. My job is to operate in my purpose. My job is to come on here and teach a thing. My job is not to be on here and just, hey, look at me, look at me. I'm going to take this picture, watch me roll, put me on the Instagram modeling, do all that. That ain't my job. My job is to give a word, to speak a thing. And after I speak a thing, go do the next thing. Thank you for the follow. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. That's what my job is. My job is not to sit around and worry about what someone got to say to me. Guess what? People are going to talk to you. You can lay with that person. You can be intimate with that person. You can wake up with that person. You can pillow talk with that person. It don't matter. Guess what? That person don't like you. It don't matter what you do. You can give them all your money. You can give them everything that you got. They not going to like you. You can support them all you want. And at the end of the day, that same man, that same woman, guess what? They're going to sit in that feminine energy and they're going to talk about you and drag you down. That is their job. I'm not going to course correct your job. I don't know your job. So I'm not going to sit in your job. I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. That's your job. Your job is to come after me because somebody got to stop me. She's hot. Somebody got to stop me. So you felt the need that, hey, I'm up for the challenge. I'm a stopper. Well, they should have warned you about me. You must not know about me. Because here it is. You come up against me, your feelings going to be hurt. You're the one that's going to be sitting around looking crazy. You're the one that's going to be snotting at the nose. You're the one that's going to be so obsessed with me. You're the one that's going to try and find something to talk about. You're the one that's going to grow out a whole group of people, your homeboys, low vibrational people, and have a conversation about a person that don't give a damn. Because I'm rolling. Do you understand? And that's why I need you guys to be in this mindset. Me personally, I don't give a care because I hit the max of where I need to be in my journey of understanding that I don't care. And you guys got to, this is the reason why I have to come on here to operate in my purpose so you can see me. You can see me. You can watch me. Yes, guess what? I was in your shoes at one point. I was down bad at one point. I was crying at one point. I was sitting in the darkness at one point. I was worried about what people were saying about me. I was trying to figure out if I'm going to go left or right. My heart was hurting. I kept getting my feelings hurt. I was getting played left and right. And every time somebody talked about me, I felt a type of way. But guess what? I'm not that chick anymore. I shedded her. I chose to heal. So don't tell me and say, well, you ain't been in my shoes. You don't know my struggle. I know your struggle. I've been there and I chose not to sit there. I don't like it. Royalty does not sit in filth. Royalty does not sit in things that does not create wealth. Once I understood that I was royalty, see, it's a different. Let's talk about the fake it till you make it. See, you got the fake royal ones. You got the ones that want to talk the good game. They put the clothes on. You know what I mean? The $100 jeans on, the $100 shirt on, $200 shirt on, the $300 shoes on, the belts that's $400, and they get on their Instagram, they get on their camera, and they say, hey, look at me. You see me rolling. Look at me. But I ain't got $100 in my pocket. I can't even fill my tank up. Matter of fact, this designer purse, my wallet, I couldn't afford the real wallet, but at the same time, I ain't even got $100 in my wallet. I can't even afford the meals that you talking about that you're going to eat. See, the places that you folks go eat at, I just go eat there just because. What you think is expensive, I go eat there just because. Because I know who I am. See, I'm not pretending. See, that's the fake it till you make it. The fake it till you make it is the low vibrational people that's trying to put on a show for somebody. The high vibrational people, we don't worry about no stuff like that. Look at me. Look at my t-shirt. I got on jogging pants. I'm not going to get dressed up to get on live to give you a conversation, to tell you what's real. I know what's in my closet. I know what's in my pocket. I know what's in my bank account. I know what I got and how much I'm worth. I know my wealth. So as you grow into your higher self, right, and tap into your higher conscious, these are things that's going to happen, but you have to choose. Before you can elevate and come up out of it and break through the matrix all the way, you have to know that, hey, okay, I am that chick, I am that dude. Okay, I'm never going to keep elevating. I'm going to stop elevating at a point if I stay attached to certain things. See, that's the hard part. This is where it gets tricky. Because are you willing to walk away from everything that you once knew? Are you willing to walk away from the family members or the friends or the love, the one that you done loved for so long? Are you willing to cut those cords and say, okay, it's me? Are you willing to choose you? That's where it gets tricky. Because you think that, oh, well, I'm healed now and this person ain't going to do this to me no more. Yes, they are going to do that to you because that's your biggest test. It's not about them coming for you like they used to. It's not about that. What it's about now is you cannot get to the next level because that person has not did their healing. It's so funny because the people that tell you to heal, the ones that need to be healed, right? It's so funny. You can't take those next people to the next level with you. Why? Because they're a filth. That's where they like to lay. That's where they like to play. That's the lifestyle that they like to be in. This is what they like to do. They like to sit around and act like they're somebody, but in low-key real life, they're jealous of you. And they ain't going to never like you. It doesn't matter what you do for them and what you say to them. They're never going to like you. So what does this look like? You decide, God decide to give you your whole inheritance. Boom. You done made it out the hood. You done broke the matrix and you walking around here multi-billion-dollar. You know you being sought after everyone. You got this person that you just love and everywhere you go, you just moving and shaking, you rubbing. I don't like to say rubbing elbows because that's a real thing. But anyway, you in the rooms with people that you never thought you'd be in. Guess what? That person, yeah, they smiled in the beginning because, yep, I'm with her. I'm with him. Yeah. But then they become jealous of you because they never liked you anyway. So now it starts to show. Guess what's going to happen to those billions? They're going to turn to the tabloids. They're going to be the ones to tear you down. Listen, when you're a flex, people are always going to talk about you. The ones that don't like you, you run rent-free in their mind. You're in rooms that you know nothing about, and they're having conversations about you because they just don't like you. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If you stop talking to that person, guess what that person going to say? You was the problem. You crazy. Something wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with me. And when you make it big, guess what they're going to say? They're going to not be able to stop telling people how they used to mess with you. They're going to pull up old text messages to prove, like, look, I do know her. I do know him. Look, I ain't lying, but so what? I'm not with you now. I don't like you now. You can tell these people all the things that you want, but at the end of the day, guess what? This is what people do because you're a flex. And until you understand that you're a flex, you're going to continue to be in low vibration, talking about low vibration energy. And you're going to continue to say, I don't know why they keep talking about me. Listen, I be trying to do my outside chats with Nye, but y'all, it's hot. It's chocolate melting over here. But listen, they're going to be sitting in the rooms talking about you. Why they talking about you so bad? Because you're a flex. Think about it. People don't talk about people unless it's a flex. You think I'm going to sit up and talk about a bomb? No, sir. Ain't nobody going to know nothing about that. Ain't nobody going to know that I know this and know that. Nope. Nobody's going to know. If you was nothing, no one would know about you. They wouldn't even want to talk about you because there's nothing to talk about. See, I'm great conversation. I'm going to be a great conversation piece for the person that sit up and talk about me. Because I'm a flex. I'm not conceited. I just know who I am. So I don't get mad anymore. See, low vibration, I'll be, oh, are they talking about me? And they saying, and I'll be too busy trying to prove to other people what this person's saying about me is a lie. I don't give a damn what no one think of me. And that's why I need you to be. You don't care what people think about you. So what they talking about you, Ann? I I don't care to prove myself to anybody, because at the end of the day, when I have to prove myself, if I had to defend myself, look, why am I defending myself to some low vibrational people that could never be on the same level as me? You probably can't even pump the same gas that I pump. You know, we ain't even going to the same gas station. You going to the gas station where they sell some Lucy's or 2 squares for 25 cents still. See, I'm going to the one that's kind of high end because I need some high end gas. Do you understand what I'm saying? So why would I care about some people talking about me that's standing at a gas station when they see each other, they dap it up, let me hit your square, talking about me? You can't even afford a pack of cigarettes, but you're talking about, why am I worried about that? If anything, I'm shamed, because this is what it boiled down to. Nah, this is what it boiled down to. This is what you had. This is the best you had. Yeah, it was the best I had. Own it and move on. So stop worrying about people. When you start growing and elevating, you don't care what people got to say about you. So what? Yeah, own it. You did that. Own it. At the end of the day, right now, while you're elevating and being the best version of you, are they there with you? No, they're not. So let them talk. Listen, I seen this video of Beyonce, this guy, her very first boyfriend. That's right. Beyonce's first boyfriend. He's a barber. And he looked like he had a rough life. I wouldn't even took that joker to the back alley to dump my garbage. I wouldn't even, hey son, y'all, my son's on here. Hey Castico. Listen, I wouldn't even walk to the back gate to let him out the gate to dump the trash. You see what I'm saying? Because he let himself go because he was too busy fantasizing and too busy. See, in the earlier stages when she wasn't dealing with him no more, he was too busy trying to cheating and everything else, right? Doing his thing. Then he got so caught up with living this whole life of telling everybody, I did know Beyonce. She was my first. She was my first. Yeah. And then he went down to dog her out and talk about her and pull her down and say things about her because of the fact he had to let people know that he knew her. And then he had to let people know that, hey, well, you know, she wasn't all that. Wait, let me get it right. Really? And now looking at who she is today and who he is. Oh, well, sir. Oh, well. See, that's the thing. People sleep on gems. And the reason why they sleep on them is because of the fact they're low vibration, low vibration, and they're low vibrational energy. And when they're in that energy, they can only see to hear. See, they can't see outside the box. They're stuck in the box, the matrix. And what they see is, well, she ain't going out to the clubs. She ain't got no bust down. She ain't doing this. She ain't got them lashes that cover up her whole forehead. She ain't got the nails that, you know, that stank because when she wipe her tail, she ain't got all that. This one right here, that's that right there. She got all the followers. She's social media, she's a social media mogul. She out here. Everybody know who she is. She hood famous. And the meanwhile, in between time, on Channel 5, Coach Nye out here booming. Because of the fact I don't have to. And that's how you have to see yourself. You out here booming. You don't have to meet their standards. Their standards are lame. Their standards will always be low because they don't know nothing else. They don't know nothing else. How can they expect greatness if they ain't never seen great? Their great is, I'm not going to say it, but that's their great. It's simple. Hood famous. I'm worldwide. You understand? That's what I need you guys to look at. Look at yourself. I use me as an example for everything. Not that I'm going through these things, but this is what I want you to understand. Meanwhile, with me, let's use me. Meanwhile, I'm over here publishing books, writing books. I'm over here getting royalty checks. I'm over here getting published. Hey, did she say that? Oh my. Meanwhile, in between time on Channel 5, Coach Nye is over here living a good life. See, what they think peace is, they call it boring. Low vibrational people call it boring. Oh, she boring. She don't go out. She don't do nothing. No, what I need to go out for? Y'all gonna rob me. Don't matter. Don't matter. Everything ain't about money. Rob me of my energy, my time. No. I don't have to go out because I'm not there anymore. Like, why would me, come on here to teach and heal, but yet I'm in the club. I'm in the club, getting it in. Hanging out with my low vibrational people. No. There's no way. I would not be who I am today. I had to go for it, and I had a lot of learning. When I was younger, I thought, like, man, dang, if I did just hang out, if I did just do this, if I did just do that, and then people just thinking, like, try me. Now, let me explain to you why people try me. See, they didn't know me before I came out the military. They didn't know me before I came in the military. So when they met me, I was a different person. See, I was in low vibration still, but I was higher than what I was, but I was fake. Hey, man, bust that reggae down. If I was a rich girl, go ahead, do it. Let me make sure I ain't miss nobody. That's what I'm talking about, Pop Hood. I really don't even like check it, the messages. Moon, you said if you say you don't like small talk to someone and they say I'll let you go in a minute. Well, Moon, I had a guy. Thank you, Vincent. I had someone tell me they don't do small talk. Well, they said that because they was pissed off and they was in their feelings or whatever. Anyway, it was the weirdest thing ever. Let me explain something to you. When people call themselves going off on you or checking you or whatever the case may be, right? And they call themselves going in their mind, because you don't say anything, they like, yeah, they feel good about themselves. So let me tell you what it looked like on the other end, guys, people that like to do that. So on the other end, we looking at y'all like y'all slow, because you can't be that smart. So when the guy said that, I'm thinking to myself, okay, he got it. Well, I mean, looking at his environment, where he from, they ain't the brightest, but okay, let me give him a pass. I'm just not going to say nothing, because as soon as I say something, if this pissed him off, if I say this, then he definitely going to get on I-55 and just walk into traffic. He definitely walking into traffic. So let's prevent that, right? But back to what I was saying with the low vibration, right? With the low vibration, it's like, y'all, it's hot. I'm sweating. With the low vibration, people need to understand all this fake stuff. Like I said, I was being fake. When you're in low vibration, you're fake. You're the fakest of the fakest. Everybody's talking about, I'm just keeping it real with you. I'll keep it real. You the fakest person I know. When somebody got this, I keeps it real. Okay. You keeps it real because you said a thing. But you're fake. Because 9 times out of 10, you faking it till you make it. Because a person that's in high vibration, we don't care nothing about keeping it real. Matter of fact, we don't even want to talk to you. I don't even want to talk to you. What I'm talking to you for? What we got to talk about? Oh, you mad? Okay, go ahead. You waiting on my response? You're not going to get it. I'm respecting you enough to even let you be in my presence and talk. So go ahead. I had guys to call themselves going off on me. They giving me a piece of my mind. One guy told me, you ain't going to pick me up like a toy and put me back down. I thought that was the most lesbian shit I ever heard in my life. Like, come on, guy. I'm not a lesbian. I'm not a lesbian. Because now I feel like I'm arguing with a woman. No. Get out your feminine energy, stand up like a man and get masculine energy, and let's have a conversation. That's how you have to look at stuff. I don't care. I'm just being honest. But I let him have it, because if I would have said what I wanted to say, if he was in that much feminine energy to feel that way, then that meant that I'm going to hurt his feelings if I really say how I really feel. Do I really want him to go get on 95 and go play in traffic? No, I don't. So, when you have vibration, don't even stoop down to their level. People get in their feelings. Let me tell you something about being an adult. Being an adult is know how to have a conversation. Don't talk crap to me and because you can't comprehend the words that are coming out of my mouth, or be able to take in what I'm saying and not be in defense mode. No, don't do that. Do not talk to me. See, the problem is, for many, many years, I sat in energy trying to please everyone. Low vibrational energy that causes you to people please. It causes you to people please. And I would people please just to get along. And I would never say anything, and I would let people say. But see, I was always a grown woman. It's just the fact that I was too busy people pleasing, because I knew if I said something, because I was always considered the asshole of the family. You know, if she gonna say it, she go. So I don't say anything. Then people felt that they can say anything to me. But because I know how cutthroat I could get. See, because I came from a unhealed place. So you piss me off, I'm going 100% in, right? I don't care nothing about your feelings. So, your mama decided to have you. I don't care. Your mama decided to have you in a time, in a moment like this, to sit with me and have a conversation with me. It's your mama problem, not mine. That's how I used to think. That's how I was. So that's why I would shut up. I got to a point I shut up. Now it's just I don't care. All that low vibration, all that being fake, I am so my true authentic self. I am who I am. I am not here to hurt anybody's feelings, because I'm not going to hurt your feelings. You know why I'm not going to hurt your feelings? Because I'm not even going to have a conversation with you. I'm not even going to have a conversation with you. I don't even want you in my presence. And that's where you have to get to that point. That's where you have to get to that point. You got to get to that point of not worrying about what other people got to say. Not worrying about how people see things. You're right. Life is short. You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm going to also get you up out of here too, because I don't want to talk to you. Because I ain't got time for it. But the point that I'm trying to make to you guys is stand in your truth. You are grown. Thank you, Perez. You are grown. You owe no one an explanation. If you are grown, you paying your bills and you doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you minding your business, you operating in your purpose. What gives a person the right to come tell you or narrate your story of how you should be going? I am funny, Pop Hood. I know. Or telling you how you should be operating or doing something. No. Break out of that matrix. I don't care if it's your mama. You grown. If your mama's still paying all your bills, then you might have to shut up then. You might have to sit back, regroup. But if you're grown, no one should be dictating how you live your life. Just because their family does not give them the right to dictate your life. And that's something that I had to learn as I grew. I had to cut people off. I don't care who it is. After my father passed, I realized that, okay, I'm here by myself. Yeah, I still got family, but that was the one I was closest to. That's the one that knew everything about me. It didn't matter what it was, I could tell my father. He was the first one I called when I had my cycle when I was a teenage girl. I didn't call my mom. I didn't call nobody. I freaked out. I called my dad. My dad was my best friend. And that says a lot, that I was more comfortable and not comfortable enough to talk to my mom. So you see, there was issues between her and I. That man left me, my father left me, and okay, cool. That's when I realized I don't owe nobody anything. I always knew it. But now, I don't owe anybody anything. You don't tell me what to do. And everybody that want to tell you about your life, oh, you doing this, you ain't doing that right, you crazy. I look at it like this. Listen, look at me. In my life, I have not made a wrong turn yet. And then when I do make wrong turns, I make it look so good. I make it the right way. I end up making that wrong turn look like a shortcut. because I don't believe in wrong terms. I believe that whatever decision you make, there's no such thing as a bad decision. Whatever decision you make the best out of it. Everything in life, if you want it to be great, you have to make it great. If you want it to be beautiful, you have to make it beautiful. If you want to live a luxury life, then create a luxury life. Everything is not about money. The money will come. Let me explain something to you. If you operate in life, the money will always come. That's right. You learn from it. Every mistake that you make, I don't look at life as a mistake. I look at it as, oh, I needed that because I'm where I'm going next. You see how I broke out of the matrix. I'm not going to, thank you for the follow, thank y'all for the likes, thank y'all for the shares, thank y'all for the gifts, thank y'all for everything. I'm not going through life anymore worrying about how you feel. That's a you problem, not a me problem. You got to go discuss that with your mom of why she decided to have you. She chose to have you. It was different alternatives. She could have even swallowed you. But that's a you problem, not a me problem. The point that I'm trying to make, I am not here to please NT1. And neither should you. Now, y'all know I joke a lot, but I'm being serious. You're not put here to please anybody. You're here to operate in your purpose, whatever your purpose is, right? Whatever God said your purpose is. That's how you operate. You be the best version of you. At all times, you show up in the best version. I don't care if you feel... Listen, let me explain something to you. Let me give y'all an example of this. Showing up as the best person of yourself. So if you decided today, you got to go take care of some business, but you don't feel like putting on clothes. You don't feel like doing anything. You just over it. Then don't leave the house. Don't leave the house. Because what you already feeding yourself is, I'm going to have a bad day. Don't leave the house. You are in charge of you. You're in charge of your destiny. Everything. It's you. Create what you want. So it's days I already don't feel like doing it. If I can't get up and put a little bit of makeup on, I'll comb my hair just a little bit, do something to look presentable, I'm not going out the house. Because that means I've already created chaos. Because I already got this attitude of don't look at me. Don't say nothing to me. I look crazy. I'm already beating myself up. So if somebody look at me, I'm going to swear up and down they beat me up. No. I'm not going to create that illusion. So I'm going to just stay at the house. Period. Get yourself up. Make your bed up. Create beauty. Listen, I've been trying to have for this sun because I like being over there by the pond. But I'm telling you, I only got so much chocolate left on me and I'm melted out. And I can't be melted out. I love my black. My black is beautiful. I love my chocolate skin. I just don't want no dark chocolate. I'm like the chocolate that I am. But the sun keep trying to find me. But I like being outside having conversations with y'all. Thank y'all for the follow. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. Yeah. So going through life and understanding who you is, you have to cut away from everybody. Everything that you once knew. Everything that you once knew. Guess what? Everybody, the ones that you grew up with, in your ace, you've been thinking like, okay, as they try me, they say slick stuff. This how they get you. They laugh. They be clowning you laughing. Clowning you laughing. Clowning you laughing, trying to make it seem like they're joking, but for real, they don't like you. They don't like you. I'm sorry, but you know that already. See, when you're getting ready to go through your awakening, when God start calling you, you start noticing things. All y'all that saying, I'm awakened. You see how they done took the word woke and turned it into their own thing. They smart. They're like, oh no, we're not woke. We're not going to be woke over here. You don't even know what you're talking about, sir. You sound real foolish, but whatever. Woke on. But when you're called, it's nothing that is going to be hidden from you anymore. Everything that was once hidden, it will not be hidden from you anymore. It's not going to be hidden from you anymore. It's impossible. See, when you have awakened and you've been called, nothing can hide from you. It's like all of a sudden, that third eye that you hear people talking about, my third eye is open. Half of them, their eyes ain't even open. They real two eyes ain't even open. Like they 20/40 in one eye and 20/100 in another one. They don't even know what they're talking about. They can't even see right. One eye going that way, the other one going that way. They don't even know what's going on. They don't know what's going on, but they're telling you, yeah, my third eye. But no. So what the third eye really is, you'll only know when you decide to answer the call. When you decide to answer the call. It ain't one of those, I can't explain it to you. It's something that you got to go through to understand it. When you decide to answer the call, that's when it's going to be seen. It has nothing to do with this. When you see everybody doing the whole putting tattoos over here and doing this, that, and the third, it is totally all sideways. They don't even have an understanding that it is all spiritual. This is just a shell. This is just a shell that we're in, right? When you decide to answer the call and you go through your dark night of the soul and you awaken to your true, authentic self, you're not even here anymore. I can't explain it to you. You just got to go through it. You're not even here anymore. This shell is still operating under a system that it was created to operate. The shell was created to operate in this. But your spirit is not. Everybody think Jesus came back to save us for our sins and this, that. It was to wake us up consciously. But hey, that's another thing. That's a study that you got to go through. I've taught this class and I taught this class. That's where the whole idea of the Sophia of wisdom comes from. That's where the whole idea of all these different ideologies and different theology and different things that go on. That's where all the Gnostics and all that's where it comes from. It had nothing to do about our sins. It was about tapping us in to wake us up. It was to teach us that the whole Yabbadah, hey, who he is, who he's the creator of. It was the whole that thing. But see, you have to do your own research to understand it. It was the whole thing to show us that, hey, you were created to be trapped into your mind. God is outside of that. That's what that was. That's why Jesus always talked about meditation. That's why Jesus always do the research yourself. So now that you know, right? You decide to do better. A lot of people, that's why they say, "Oh no, I'm awakened. I'm woke. I'm awakened. I'm woke." Okay. Awaken woke. Awaken woke. Okay. Dark night of the soul. The first time that God showed you who you really are through the dark night of the soul, when you go through that, and that's the book of life. Real quick, I'm going to tap into it and get right out of it. That's the book of life. That's the book of life. You facing you. Can you handle it? Whole nother story. But do your research. So all these different protective things that y'all doing, thinking that, hey, well, you're spiritual and you tapping into some stuff you don't know nothing about and the different deities because you think that's what it means. The whole spiritual side, that's what it means. You got it all wrong. Taking bones and sticking them in a jar, taking your name, sticking somebody's name, sticking it in a jar, doing all this candle magic, this, that, and other. No, you missed the mark totally. And then the ones that's sitting here talking about some, well, you got to be a Christian. Let me explain something to you. Jesus never talked about being a Christian. Read your Bible. That didn't come along until Paul. They had to figure out, how do we label you? How do we label you people? You people that believe that Jesus came to save. How do we? That's where that came from. Jesus never said that. Jesus told you the kingdom of God is within you. Everybody talking about, well, he hung with the thugs and this and went around and people and they gambled and all that stuff because of the fact he's already high vibrational. What they doing is not going to faze him, but his job is to show them that, hey, it's a better way. It's more than just that. Follow me. If you follow me, you'll get an understanding. See, that's a whole nother story, but that ain't none of my business. That's you business. That's something that you need to study. So all this different stuff of you guys trying to figure out who you are and whose you are and what you are. Matter of fact, that's the problem. You haven't figured out who you are or whose you are. And then you do a little bit of thinking and you like, okay, I am. And you create your own name. See, I'm going to tell you about it because I did it. When I wrote my book, and oh, dang it, I keep forgetting to promote myself. My book is Trinity Walk to Trinity Walk to Self-Love. It is on Amazon, Walmart, and Barnes & Noble website. Trinity Walk to Self-Love. It is a journal and the different steps that helped me, my testimonies and different things that helped me along my self-love journey, because that's where it starts. Everything starts from self-love, because in your awakening season, and when it's time, when your name is called, when you have your Lazarus moment, when God called you from the tomb and say, whatever your name is, come forth, that's what that means. You have to self-love, because that's the number one key. He will take you and make you go within. He will make you visit each and every issue that you ever had in life, every trauma that you had in life, and everything that you had in life. He will make you revisit that, not to bring to you and make you feel a type of way. No, he will make you face those things. And the reason why you have to face them is because you have to address them properly. When you are called to leadership. Everyone that is called, they have to be called to leadership. You don't understand, your purpose is leadership. I don't care if it's picking up cans. You about to be the leader of the picking up the cans. You about to be the leader of the birds. Whatever you about to do, whatever God got for you, you're about to be a leader in whatever it is. So, but in order to be a leader, you have to be a great follower. In order to be a great leader, you have to be a great follower. And to start with that is he needs to check you. So you have to go within. You have to heal within. You have to face each one of those and address it properly. Give it the proper emotion. Give it that feeling. Give it the proper emotion. Check it. Understand it. Feel it. Don't try and figure out why it happened. Just know that it did happen. And as you grow, you'll understand ain't nothing in this world got anything to do with you. Everything that you went through has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you at all. This is all of an illusion. This is all of an illusion. This has nothing to do with you. Everything is not happening to you. It is happening for you or through you for the next person. Your whole life is a testimony. When you get to the point that you understand that you are only here for God's will, for God's purpose, just for God, period, nothing. I don't care what you went through. It's like, God, really, I got to go through all that? But once you really accept that, like I started accepting it, man, let me tell you something. I just don't even care no more. It be so much stuff going on for me right now. It's so much going on in my life right now. Guess what? Well, God, I know I ain't did nothing wrong, because I know I did everything that I was supposed to do. I know I did right by people. I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So this is happening. I know it's for your will. I'm going on vacation. I'm out of here. And that's how I live my life. Like, all right, God, do you. God, you do you. I mean, call me when it's my turn to show up, because me trying to sit here and figure out, why is this happening to me? Why me? I ain't did nothing. This hurt and all this, and tapping into all these feelings and getting obsessed and overwhelmed with these feelings because I'm trying to figure it out. I'm just like, God, you got it. You got it. So, okay, I see that everything behind me is burning. I'm just going to keep forward, because if I look back, it ain't going to put the fire out. If I sit here, the fire ain't going to go away. If I talk about it, the fire is still going to be there. But guess what I added on top of that? Now I added anger on top of that. Frustration on top of that. Now I got all these feelings. Now I'm stuck back in the matrix. I ain't going back to the matrix. I'm not going back to anything low vibration. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I don't care. I don't want it. Listen, I will run. I go hang out with the Ninja Turtles before I go back there. I'm not going back down to no low vibration. So when God got things going on, and when things are going on because he's in control, I'm not. I just go on vacation. I don't know what else to do. I mean, this is what I say. Well, God, can I have some? And I'm being honest. I'm telling you everything I do. God, can I have some money so I can go out of town? Because ain't nothing I can do here. So since you have in your way, Lord, have your way. Since you have in your way, let me just go. Take a deep breath. And when I come back, all this stuff still going to be here. I'm going to be ready to deal with it. And guess what? Money in my account. Listen, it's so funny when a check hit my account, right? The check hit my account. Wasn't expecting it. I'm like, okay. Guess what? I got a notification from YouTube and said, soon as I got the notification that this money hit my account, I got the notification right after. Because I had to do my, I did that. Thank you, God. And then I got the notification, you're divinely protected. All right, cool. I'm out of here. Do you understand? You see how God showed me favor? because I'm not trying to control nothing of his work. This is his work. This is his job. Like, this is his job. I'm not just getting in the way of God's job. This your job. Like, you good at it, so I'm not good at it. Nope. Not gonna do it. Not good at it at all. Hey, yo, guys. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the follow. Hey, listen, we're about to go by the pond. And then until the sun pop up now. Paul, I'm in Mississippi. All right, come on, because I don't know, these flies coming for me. I'm over here sitting in their area. Because I just watered the doggone, the porch. Hold on. I mean, not sitting watered the porch. I just watered the plants up here. Let's go for a walk. Let's go sit by the pond until the sun say we can't. All right. Now, this is what I talk about when I say create your own peace. You create your own peace. That's it. You create your own peace. What do you want your peace to look like? I chose to have my peace to look like this. I'm not doing anything low vibrational anymore. Matter of fact, I don't even want to have a conversation that's low vibrational. I'm just not there anymore. I just can't deal with it anymore. I can't. It's stupid. Why I'm mad at people that's mad at me? I want y'all to think about that. Usually when you're in an argument with somebody, it's because it's something about you that they don't like, right? It's something about you, something about you that they don't like. So, why am I arguing with you about you not liking me? You came to pick an argument with me. So why am I argue with you about you not liking me? Thank you, Nina. Why? Why am I about to get mad at you because you don't like me? Listen, when I say I mind my business, I mind my business. I like my happy self. But me being happy irritate people's spirit. It's not them, it's the spirit that's in them. But that does not mean that you still pursue that person and say, well, it ain't them. They love me. It's just the spirit in them. No. Because the spirit in them, see, the shell, as we talked about, is operated of this world, right? The shell is operated of this world. The spirit is what needs to be high vibration and low vibration. And if you got a low vibrational spirit, then that is of Satan himself. That is of the devil. That's what they mean of the devil. That's what they mean, devil. It ain't no, anyway. That's what they mean. So, wait, what you gonna say? Oh, well, he, the shell is attached to this world, this whole world of mess. He don't mean it. See, I did that too. I would say, well, it ain't them, it's the spirit in them. Oh, okay. Well, let me tell you something. Don't talk to me. I'm not dating no more potential. I'm not dating no more, oh man, I feel bad you're going through it. Man, I don't care what you're going through. You know why? You're going through it because you choose to go through it. You choose to go through it. Everything is a choice. In life is a choice. As an adult, if you choose to stay in a low vibrational place, see, the thing is, don't look at my life and say, oh, well, you ain't got it as hard as I got it. Shut up. I did have it as hard as you had it. That's why I changed it. I was 19. I went to the military. I changed it. I chose to do that. See, I didn't graduate high school. I was off getting the streets, doing what I wanted to do. I didn't like that. I wanted more. So I went to the military. I could have just did my 4 years and got out, but I wanted more. So I stayed a little bit longer. Then when I decided to get out, I said, okay, I want more. I'm just not going to get a little contracting job. No, I went straight government. And when I went government, I went high. I didn't just stay at a low grade. I went high really fast. In 9 years, I went as high as there is. Because I wanted more. So don't tell me or think that I'm going to feel bad for you when you had the same opportunities. Because when you're a child, you have the opportunities of what your parents give you. When you're an adult, you have the opportunities that you choose for yourself. And you chose to stay where you were. You chose to stay in a comfort zone, and that's okay. But how dare you, and don't ever challenge anything that I got. I'm a boss in my own right. I did these things. I worked hard for everything I had. I gave when I could. I did what I was supposed to. Even when I didn't, I gave. That's why I'm blessed, and you don't understand. A lot of people don't understand. They're still in the low vibration. They still haven't made it up out the hood or the struggle or whatever it is because they choose not to. And that's because they're so used to manipulating people to get whatever it is they want. So they're so used to taking the shortcut. They're so used to, I want it real fast. I want it this way and I want it that way, that they never learned how to climb out the bucket. What they learned how to do is stay in the bucket with the crabs, but benefit off of everything that one crab, when he got to the top, he bit off of and fell back in. Bucket. What they learned how to do is stay in the bucket with the crabs, but benefit off of everything that one crab, when he got to the top, he bit off of and fell back in. From that, that's what they learned to do, and that's a you problem, not a me problem. You're gonna have to take that up with your parents because they chose to have you. It was so many opportunities that they could have did. I would recommend the military, Taylor. That was the best thing that ever could have happened to me. And that's what you have to know and believe and understand. Stop feeling bad for people, for their mishaps. That's their fault. Stop feeling bad and feel like you got to give them some. How dare you, because I did it. How dare you take from a cup that God filled up for you and gave to you? That is your inheritance. That's your blessing. He even overflowed it. And then you gave away the overflow without his permission. And then after the overflow was gone, because that's what people remember, they don't like you, but they keep coming back. And then they bring their tail back to you to take from your cup because they took all the overflow. They made sure that they took all the overflow that you won't be able to share with anybody else. They don't want you to share it with anybody else. And then once they realize that's gone, now they're going to take from your cup. And then what are you doing? God, please give it back. How crazy are you? How dare you? See, but you will do that constantly, because I did it. You'll do that constantly over and over and over and over and over because you're from a place of low vibration. And when you're down there, you don't see anything else. Like, I knew I was great, but at the same time, I surrounded myself around people that felt that they were greater than me. Uh-oh, let me do my puzzle, y'all. I dealt with people that felt like they was crazier than me. Thank you, William. Thank you, Paul. I'm just over here doing my thing, man. Thank you. Yeah. So, you think you greater than me. See, I don't go to anyone and think I'm greater than anything, and that's why I'm blessed. I don't go to anyone and compare myself to anyone because I'm uncomparable. I don't go to anyone and try and say, well, you know, they might be a little bit better because you're not better than me. I don't have to have that conversation. I don't have to prove to you that I'm better than you. Because it's everything about me that says that. And that's why you're in competition with me. I'm not in competition with no one. Ladies, let me tell you something. The men that you date will be the most jealous of you. Men, the women that you date will be so jealous because of the fact they want what you got, sir. But they want another low vibrational person to have what you got. Then they can feel more comfortable. See, when you look at women that, because I was that. When you look at women that are, you say, man, she got a good old job. What is she doing with that bomb? Or what is she doing with that? And what is she doing? And see, that was me. There was a lot of people would be like, well, what is you doing? Y'all don't even match. What is you doing? What did you? My whole thing is, well, y'all don't know him like I know him, you know, the potential, right? The whole time, I didn't know that I was living a low vibrational lifestyle. So therefore, yes, I'm up here. And the guys that would try and talk to me that were up here, I wish that I could take what they had and give it to this low vibrational person that I'm dealing with that ain't got a pot to piss in probably. And then me and him can live happily ever after because I didn't see myself as great as this person. But I seen the greatness in him. I seen the greatness in him enough that I wanted to take it from him and wish I could give it to somebody else. See, y'all have to understand, you have to learn how to be honest. You got to learn how to be honest. Thank y'all for the gifts. That's what we do. It's not that I didn't think I was good enough. It was just that I was more comfortable with this. Thank you. I was more comfortable with this. So why would I waste my time with this? And it's not so much wasting my time. He has to get to know me when this down here, hey, I fit right on in. When the whole time I never fit in. I never fit in because how that person is looking at me is, man, Man, what is she? I can't do nothing with her. Man, that's a whole woman. And the whole time I'm looking at myself like I'm more comfortable with you because this is what I know. I don't know nothing about that. But it's something about when I heal. Boy, baby, when I found out who I was. And I found out I am greatness. I'm a grown-ass woman. Wait a minute, I'm a whole grown-ass woman. Picture me rolling. Hold on, baby. I'm grown. And then I started looking at things that were low vibrational as, oh, hell no. It's not that I'm better. It's just that I am. It's not that I'm better than you, like, oh, you can't because of money. No, it's just that my energy is too expensive. See, I started treating my energy like money. I started treating my energy like real money. Like my energy is too expensive for you. Yes, thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the follows. My energy is too expensive for you. Like, my energy, it costs. You can't afford my energy. It ain't about money. Boy, you can come to the table with all the money you want. And trust me, they'll be all on social media stacking money, doing all these different things. They'll be doing all that. But guess what? I don't care nothing about your little money. That's little money to me. You don't have energy like I got energy. You ain't got the energy like I got energy. See, I got that bread. I got that energy bread. I got that runs the doggone energy company. I am the power source. I am MGLW. I am motherfucking Georgia Power. I am her. I'm that. That's who I am. See what I'm saying? Once you start looking at yourself like that, you will never go back to low vibrational. You will try. I even tried. I tried. But I realized that it ain't about you, bruh. It's just that your negativity can't work in my space. It's my energy and your energy will be competing on who's going to win in my space. That's what the confusion comes from. That's what that feeling of frustration and the confusion, that's what that is. That's that feeling because two energies are trying to maintain or operate in one space. No, I don't want it. You take your little funky energy back. Your little funky energy. Okay. That's right. I don't know. Patrick, you one of them ones that as I talk about, that likes to just, as I say, just likes to come on and just stir up something. Y'all don't entertain him. Don't entertain him. But you know what I mean? But that's what it is. Energy, you have to lock that thing down. I talk about that in my book. It's Trinity Walk to Self-Love. Trinity Walk to Self-Love is on Amazon, Walmart, and Barnes & Noble website. And on one chapter, we talk about energy and protecting your energy. And that's how you have to protect your energy like it's money. Like it's money. No, you said I wear copper, I have good energy. Well, and just like we talked about, I guess you weren't on there when I talked about that. All these different metals and crystals and everything else does not give you what you need. That is an illusion that you're telling yourself. You're giving yourself permission to believe that, hey, you have good energy. You're giving yourself permission to say, hey, I'm protected. When you add those things to you, the power is within you. Come on now, let's be smart about it. The power is within you. And if you need something else to tap into the power that's in you, then something's wrong. But you have to, in my book, I talk about that, protecting your energy. Protecting your energy. It's people out here that will try and siphon and sell your energy like copper. Copper's worth money. Do you understand? So no, you don't let anyone in your space to take that from you. That's yours. That doesn't mean that you have to be nasty to somebody or mistreat somebody or say, oh, well, you know, I ain't fooling with you or blah, 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 whatever the case may be. You don't have to let nobody know that, hey, I'm blocking you. Let me explain something about blocking. Before I completely healed and did my last and final for this season of my life, my last and final season of cutting off, you know, deading connections. And I don't have to block that person. You block people that you care about and that you like so much that if you see their face, it irritates you. So you got to block them. You feel you need to block them. Like, I just don't even want to see their face. I don't want to. When you disconnect, see, let's talk about that. Let's talk about low vibration and high vibration. When you block somebody, when you say I'm done with somebody and you in low vibrational energy, what that means is I'm not really done with you. When you say I'm done, it has no weight to it. It has no weight to it at all. What you're saying is I'm done until I'm not upset anymore. I'm done until I'm not done. Do you understand? And so what we do when you're in low vibration, you go blocking people, cutting them off. I don't want to be around you. And then we get this anger and this frustration and anxiety and all this other stuff. And then when we see them, and then all of a sudden the jealousy kicks in, and then it eats up. And then that song, Why You So Obsessed With Me, it becomes an obsessive thing. But when you're in high vibrational and you've healed, what it looks like. See, when you say done, it holds weight. Because you mean what you say when you start changing and you heal and you become the better version of yourself and the higher vibration of yourself, right? And you start vibing high. Your energy is high. What happens then when you say what you speak becomes a thing? Your words really matter. So that's why it says you have to speak correctly. You have to attach the right emotions to the feelings. You have to say exactly what you mean, because what you say will come to light. So now that you understand, like, I can't be mad at you. I can't say what I want to say because I know it's going to cause something to hurt you. I know it's going to cause this. See, I don't even do the return to sender because I know it's going to tear you up. I don't have to say it anymore, because everything about my aura says it. So everything that a person may try, it ends up affecting them, because this is who I am now. I've tapped all the way in. So when I say I'm done, that's just what it means. I don't have to put a oomph to it. I don't have to say block, delete. I don't have to do anything. I just continue to live my best life, smile, and keep going and keep rising. And rock on my bench. Because I said what I said, and it is what it is. Done, done, done. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. I don't have to do anything or prove anything to anyone. I just do what I want to do, because this is my life. I'm in control of it. And if I feel like you kind of shaking and making me mad or trying to get under my skin and get me upset, I'm just go ahead and disconnect from you, because it's not that important anymore. Who you are is who you are. Who I am is who I am. And no one's ever going to agree with it. And the ones that don't agree with me, guess what? They don't like me anyway. They're not trying to figure out how to like me. They're not trying to figure out how to come to me and get to know me. They don't like me. They're only coming into my space to figure out how to tear me down. What affects her now? What pisses her off? What makes her mad? What can cause her to go to hell? Go back to low vibration is what I'm saying. That's what they're only in my presence for. They don't care nothing about me. Do you understand? Once you start understanding that, you start moving differently. Nothing really matters like it used to matter. Nothing really matters like it used to matter. Hold on. How people, you start looking at people for who they are. You don't even get mad anymore when they come in the room and they say something sideways. You already know, like, I don't like you. They don't like me. You're not going to say, oh, well, you don't like me. And you're not going to try and match energy, because your energy can't be matched. Once you tap all the way in, baby, your energy can't be matched. They will try all day. They will try and be like you. They will make content like you. They will try and come on your lives. They will try and come to your parties. They will try and they will be on your page all day. They will make up pages trying to see what you got going. They will be all in your business. They want to see what you got going. They will put your life together piece by 3 pictures you done put up, and they will put your life together. Oh, no, she got a man. All because I put up a picture of me being happy. I put up a live snippet from when I talked about you guys learn to be peaceful. I'm happy now. And next thing you know, oh, she got a man. That's why she acted like that. Oh, boy, bed baby. That's how they are. And guess what? There's nothing you can do about it. No, I don't. I have not threw a line out there yet. I know I got fish out there, Paul, but I haven't threw a line out there yet. I'm going to get to it, though. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank you so much for the goats. So, you have to just be okay with people not liking you. Listen, you give them $1 million, guess what? They don't like you still. Because you could have gave them, why you just give them 1 million? You could have evened it out 1,000,001. You could have gave them that 50 cent. You could have gave them that 1 million and your house. Who are you? You see what I'm saying? All right, we're about to move around because this son trying to get me. It don't matter how we go. Guess what? They just not gonna like you, my sweet baby dear. Thank you. They're not gonna like you, no matter what you do. Just keep smiling. Be the best version of you. But here's another thing with the fake healed people that do the whole thing of they know somebody don't like them, and they go out of their way to piss them off. I just need you to understand, you're not pissing nobody off. You're just making yourself look stupid, okay? You're hearing it first from your big sister, Coach Nye. You're just making yourself look stupid. You're making yourself look like you're trying to be seen and you're trying to be looked at a certain way. You're trying to make people, you're trying to create an illusion. That's all you're doing, sweetheart. That is it. Nothing more, nothing else. You're trying to create an illusion that no one cares about. So either heal or don't heal. Period. Either heal or don't heal. Hold on, let me. Yes. Thank you, Paul. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. Thank y'all for the follow. I don't know what happened with the, but yeah, that's it. You either heal or you don't heal. No, do you think people really care if I come on here and say, if I was to talk about my ex or something? Let me tell you something. I never sit in a conversation and talk about my exes. I never sit with any of my own. Matter of fact, they probably don't even know them. And if they do know them, that's because we got something mutual in common. If I'm talking about them, I'm telling you a testimony of a situation, I will never speak their name. Or I'm never going to sit up and just I don't sit up in a conversation calling my homegirls. First off, I ain't really got no homegirls. I don't talk on the phone. And the ones that know me know I don't even like talking on the phone. I don't like texting. In a conversation calling my homegirls. First off, I ain't really got no homegirls. I don't talk on the phone. And the ones that know me know I don't even like talking on the phone. I don't like texting, but I'll do it. You know what I mean? But I'm not if I'm talking on the phone to you, that's because I like you a lot. People that they don't even know how much of an asshole I can be because I don't deal with foolishness. But now that I have stepped all the way into who I'm supposed to be, I have stepped all the way into her. I don't even tolerate a little bit of foolishness. Like, I'm not going to laugh and like, oh, he's cute. You know, he's a little dummy. Look at him. Okay, who else is having problem with my services? Look at him. Okay. Taylor, what about now? Because I was on Wi-Fi, but I just changed it to, is my services all right, guys? Can you guys hear me better? Hey, Nye. Okay. Well, maybe it's better now because I was on my Wi-Fi. What's up, Cindy? Where you come from? Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. I was on my Wi-Fi, but I just came up off my Wi-Fi. So I should be good now, right? But yeah, but anyway. But I'm not supposed to sit around a round table and talk about, no. I'm just not doing it. Like, weird. Okay. You mistreated me. I'll say you mistreated me. But you're not supposed to be the topic of my discussion. That's dumb. That mean I care. You're not supposed to be, I'm supposed to get on the phone with my homegirl and that's all we gonna talk about? Not doing that. We got other stupid stuff to talk about. If you my friend and we talk on the phone, listen, you know, we cut up. We alike, so that means we got some other silly stuff to talk about. Matter of fact, we probably done changed the person's name. You know, thick thighs, Drewski built, I don't know, whatever we want. And laugh at that. Not who that person is. Not they downfalls. We laughing because they shaped up like a woman maybe. Maybe they got a Tommy girl figure. I don't know. Maybe whatever it is. We sitting around laughing at that. Maybe because he looked like Little Bill. I don't know. Caillou, who knows? That's the stuff we talk about. So I don't have time to be sitting up talking about folks and how they mistreated me and stuff like that. They know they mistreated me. Oh well, next. Carry on. So when y'all getting mad because the guys is out talking about y'all, lying on y'all and lying on they wood and all this stuff, what y'all mad for? Y'all trying to prove them wrong and go put on some go get your bust down, way down here. What is it? To your ankles, 54-inch. Get half naked, go to the club, twerk. Your back wind stank, and you sitting there thinking that you making him mad. You proving his point on what he said about you is the truth. Stop. Screw that guy. Don't worry about him. You just level up. Do you. Start working on you. And don't just heal you just to heal you. Heal you to become a better version of you. Do not heal yourself to become a selfish person. Heal yourself to become selfless with boundaries. You don't want to go heal because you went through a heartbreak just to come out and say, ain't nobody going to do that for do nothing else to me no more. And then this, that, and the third, and you come out beating your chest. See, let me explain. There's two different type of people that go in here. You got the one that go in here for selfish reasons. So therefore, they could come out and say, look at me now. I bet this, I bet that. Or you have the ones that go through the healing and they really go through the dark night of the soul and the awakening, and they go through that healing. And then they got questions. They want to know, why did the pastor tell me this all my life? Whoa. So you trying to tell me what I've been living this whole time is a lie? Whoa. Wait a minute. So the reason why my family act like this, why they acting all crazy and they snap out and spaz out, is because it started from great-great-grandma, because her man mistreated her. And so she taught her daughter that you give a man everything, you run this, and then this one taught this one, and this one taught this one. That's why I'm single and I kicked my husband out the house, because I'm a strong black woman. Is that what it is? Oh, okay. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to correct this bloodline. Do you understand? So those are the two different types of women. Or not women, but the two different types of healing. You have the ones that come out to beat their chest and say, look at me. I'm leveling up. They take all the Instagram photos. They show them standing in front of somebody else's car in a parking lot. They show them up on a plane acting like they first class, when really they only going to their grandma's house. And the reason why they got to go visit their grandma's house, because they got to go and help their mama change the grandma pampers, because mama need a break. And then on top of that, they didn't have the money to buy the ticket. The mama and them had to come up with a GoFundMe to get you home to do. You see what I'm saying? They do all this healing to take these pictures to say, hey, look at me. And they're nowhere. Versus the one that go through the spiritual healing and they come out on the other side as somebody else, a person that they don't even recognize, let alone anybody else. No one's healed. That's right. Listen. Yes, I do, Paul. Paul, you got a lot of questions about my land. Yes, I do. It's all mine. Mine's over 4 acres. That's right. You got to break that cycle. No, but see, that's what happens when you go within and you really heal. You realize that, oh, snap. I do not want my great-grandkids. Then you look at yourself like, oh, wow, this is why I was always in trouble. This is why I was always looked at or got in trouble for not listening to the pastor or not listening to anybody else and not doing this and not doing that and blah, 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 blah. This is why, because you was the one that was to break the generational curse. It's just that your time has come. Your hour hadn't come yet. Your hour hadn't come for you to come front and center so you could break those generational curses. And when you break those generational curses, your inheritance is big, because now you create the generational wealth. So you got people out here that's trying to create generational wealth off of a low vibrational idea. A very low vibrational idea. They're not creative. They just stop at that. Like, oh, I'll get this business and it's going to do this. And then they get in their head and in their mind, this is when their mind, they're like, oh, this is when it kicks in. Faith of a mustard seed. All I got to do is get it started and it's going to go. And then it doesn't go. Then they like, well, 2 years, it takes 2 years to get off the ground, this, that, and other. And then 3 years come and then it doesn't go. And the reason why it doesn't go and it doesn't grow or anything, because you created it from a low vibrational place. You created it with all the what ifs and all the, man, if this happened, and you created it with the, well, I ain't got, well, the doubts and this, that, and the third. But what if this happened? I ain't got this and I ain't got that. Well, now this is too hard. I'm going to cut it here. See, when you do that, it's never going to go anywhere. So you have to come from a place of high vibration. You have to come from a place of, hey, God, you told me to open a business. I done started my business. I did what I'm supposed to do. Whew. Go. You got it, God. And I gave it back to you. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like with your firstborn. You're supposed to give it back to God. That first business, your business, everything that you do, you give it back to him. You do the legwork and you give it back to him. And when you give it back to him, now, watch me win. I'm going to win. I have no choice but to win. I'm destined to win. I'm destined to win. Listen, the destiny, listen, as I teach y'all about a mustard seed, whatever's in that seed is already destined to be a thing. That's what a mustard seed is. That's what they say, have faith as small as a mustard seed. Because in that very tiny, small little seed is already destined to be what it's going to be. It's already destined to be a mustard tree. And in that mustard tree is already destined to have however many branches, 12 branches, 16 branches, 150 leaves. It's supposed to be 10 foot tall. See, whatever mustard seed, you can't take the mustard seed and say, I want you to have, like it's an I Dream of Genie. I want you to be 12 feet tall. I want you to produce mustard. I want this much, so it can be this much revenue when I pull this mustard out of the seed. And when I do this and then when I do that, that's what I need to happen. So you can't do that because it's already destined to be what it's supposed to be. Just the same way with your business. God told you to open a business. You open a business and you give it back to him. Because what you did was open the business. You planted the seed. Now allow him to water it. You go on about your business and keep working. Yes, it's going to be hard. You're not going to see anything, but guess what? You're never going to not be able to pay your bills. He's always going to provide the things that you need because of the fact he told you to do a thing. So why would he tell you to quit your job and start a business and then leave you out to dry? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. What he needs you to do is man your business. Do what I said, open this business, because this business has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with me. It has everything to do with me. This business is going to bring God glory. So go on, start the business. I need you to go in that bank. Well, God, I know I ain't going to get approved. Shut up. Go in there. Do what I said do. Is going to be approved. And then y'all always be shocked, like, I can't believe I got it. Well, why wouldn't you get it? He told you to do it. What you excited for? Why don't you just say thank you? Because you already know it's about to be a thing. So now that he did that, now you sit back and what he tell you to do. And when the slow season comes, stop looking at it as a slow season. Look at it for what it is. Rest. Because when you start operating in the low vibration of, oh, it's slow, I ain't gonna make no money, I ain't gonna do it, it's going to fail. I'm telling you now, it's going to fail. Just go ahead, hang it up. Go ahead, hang it up. Go ahead, dissolve your business license. Everything is going to fail. Because you already said so. You dug your mustard seed up. See, let's look at it in the right way. You did it the right way. You opened it up. You did everything you're supposed to do. You gave it back to God. A slow season come. Well, take a nap. Go do everything that you wanted to do. Go on vacation. Don't think about the money. I told you. I sat back. I'm like, God, I'm done. I need to go somewhere. Money hit my account. And I said, okay. Ooh. And then right after that, I got a notification from YouTube that said, you are divinely protected. Okay. So I didn't take it as this is a slow season. I took it as I need to rest. I'm tired. I don't feel guilty for sleeping. If I want to sleep to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm going to sleep to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Because I've trusted him. I gave it back to him. So I'm trusting. Okay, God, you got me. So I'm resting because you think you're sick. You won't get me. I done grown up now, God. I done grown up now. I done graduated. I was graduated now. I know what you about to do. You trying to test me to see am I gonna get some rest? Because this is what I asked for. So no, yes, I'm gonna get rest because I know what you about to do. You about to bust through the scene, and I'm about to be booked and busy and booked and busy and booked and busy and booked and busy. And I'm gonna be ready, and I ain't gonna be tired, because I'm not gonna have to be like, well, God, give me some rest. And he's like, no, I gave you some rest. I told you to rest. I told you to rest. So now it's not gonna be one of them things of, well, it's not gonna be one of them things of, well, I got burnt out, so I had to shut the business down because it's just me. I'm well read. I'm ready. I am ready. I'm ready. Nope. I'm well rested. Come on, God. Let's go make this grip. Let's go make this money, honey. Yes. I know. Thank y'all for following. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. So that's where you have to get to that point. Are you going to trust him? Allow him to fix it. That's it. Because I'm telling you, this is all I say. When I get frustrated and I don't see something, deadline getting ready to come, I'm like, okay, God. Now, you told me to do this. And I asked plenty of times and you gave me plenty of signs. So God, I'm trusting you. And if you didn't tell me to do this, Lord God, then give me a sign that you didn't. And guess what? He gave me a sign that basically letting me know I said I got you. And just like that. Whenever I go on leave, right? Whenever I go on leave, when I'm frustrated, when I'm sitting around and I'm like, okay, God, I don't know. That ram in the bush about to come, but I don't know it. That midnight hour is creeping up on me, right? And I don't see no change. And I go on leave. This is my heart. Because now flesh kicking in. I go on leave because this ain't right. I can't trust God and I got this going on. So I have to always calm myself down, go into a state of meditation, and I have to say, okay, God, I'm going to go away. And it ain't my idea. It's been him telling me all this time to go somewhere. It's been him telling me all this time, go. But then I'd go ahead and take charge and say, all right, God, I'm going on leave. And while I'm on leave, that tries to kick in. And I have to calm myself down, like, wait a minute. I left all those worries back there. I'll deal with them problems when I get back. I'm not worrying about it. And then in the midnight hour, ram in the bush, phone call. What I needed just been approved. What I needed just happened. And the reason why he sends me on leave, because whenever you get in your mind, whenever you start processing doubt in your mind, you become that. It's what you process is what you become. So, take a break. Step back. Hey, Taylor, that's what I'm talking about, girl. Is that I don't know if that's a girl or boy. I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't see your picture. Sorry. Thank you, Taylor. Because he's shooting his shot hard, ain't it? He's shooting his shot hard. So listen. In the mix of everything that's going on in my life, I always bring myself back to a state of who am I? Whose am I? And why am I here? Why am I here? How did I get in this space that I'm in, that I'm worrying? God, what is it that I need to learn in this moment? Because I don't like this feeling. Show me what it is that I'm supposed to learn in this moment. That's how I settle things. That's how you settle things. You don't sit and call your home girl. See, when you go through healing and you're awakening, you won't do that anyway. Matter of fact, you ain't got no home girl. You done with all of them anyway. It's like, yeah, we was cool. Yeah, we still cool. I love you, but you ain't a part of this. Yeah, no. So it's just like you're not calling your home girl. You're not calling your homeboy. You're not calling your mama now. You're not calling Junior now. You're not calling Sonny now. You're not calling PJ now. Lil Juan and them. Lil Boo Boo, Lil Dookie now. You're not calling them. Lil Pookie now. You ain't calling them no more. Because you not listening no more to these what do you want to call them? The street lawyers, the I know it all lawyers, the one that done been through everything. The one that ain't never left the hood. Ain't took a trip nowhere other than the county. Ain't took a trip nowhere, did nothing, ain't worked at nobody's job, ain't never had no more than maybe $250. And it all won at one time, his whole life. That know everything, that have been through everything and got advice for everybody. And when you was low vibrational, that made a lot of sense. Like, oh, that makes sense. Now you have vibration. Look, bruh, get out my face. John, get out my face. Go on, get your goofy. Go on, get out my face. Stop talking to me, bruh. The one that ain't got no car but can tell you everything about a Lamborghini. Ain't never even had a car. Ain't owned a pair of nothing. Oh, man, I ain't riding no bike to no store. Well, how you gonna get there, sir? Okay. All right. Always in his baby mama car, because he got a couple of them. He tear up their car every tax season. And the other one, because he got a bright idea. Everybody listen to him. Little John telling you what it is. Ain't never did nothing. Gonna flip your tax check. Get these t-shirts up off the ground, because he gonna open up a boutique right around the corner, right in the spot. Everybody gonna see it. He get his press machine. Get the press machine. I'm gonna go ahead and press it out. Then we gonna get some hats. You know how they say make America great again? I'm gonna say make the hood again. I'm telling you, that's what we gonna do. We sell them for like $10, like 2 for 10, 3 for 10. Man, I'm telling you, we just gonna be booming. All I need is, how much you got? $9,000 left? You got 9? You got $9,000 back from taxes? All I need is $8,500, and we in there. And then he gonna come back for the other, because it was a fee. It was a hidden fee somewhere that he needed. I'm just saying. You know, that's what happens. No, for real. Man, Taylor, seemed like it. Man, listen. You grew up in the hood. You know how they talk. You know how they talk. You know how they talk. You know how they get it. I still got cousins in them like that. Yeah. Oh, they on the better things. We on the better things. They not, after that PPP loan hit, them jokers been chasing grants and free money since it happened. These jokers ain't gonna never work now. Ain't gonna never work. I got a business and I'm scared to touch a PPP loan. I'm good. I'll let my profits, whatever I profit, I'll put it back in the bank. I'll just let my money keep recycling to the business until I one day flip a profit. And once I flip a profit, I'll be okay. No. Listen. I told you, this is why I only come on. I only come on to put a message out, because I told you I'll end up just having a good time, laughing and joking. And it's nothing wrong with laughing and joking. There's nothing wrong with having a good time. The problem is I don't ever want to put me in front of the purpose. The purpose is to come help heal others. Help others heal. Self-love, to teach love. To teach love. How? The highest gift of all is love. If there's no love, remove yourself. You can only follow the love. Following the love, you'll always stay on track. You'll always stay on your path, your journey. You'll always move towards your destiny if you follow the love. Once you get out of alignment, baby, that's it. That's it. When you start chasing things, see, I don't chase a bag. I talk about this a lot. My anointing, the things that are for me, it chases me down. I don't chase anything. I'm not chasing a blessing. I'm not chasing a follower. I'm not chasing a friend. I'm not chasing a joker. I'm not chasing nothing. My dog run loose. I'm not chasing that joker. I'm not doing anything, because everything that ran away from me or mistreated me, that's where you want it to be, away from me. So stay gone. The dog, I hope you packed you some dog foods and some kibbles and bits and treats in your little backpack when you ran away. Because if you think that I'm going to stand out here and say, call your name, hey, Scooby, Scooby. No, I'm not. Sorry for you. It's coyotes out here. You better pack light. I'm not doing it, because I am love. I am the root of what love is. I stand in that. I am the truth of that. I am who I am. And in this season of my life, I am the best version of me, that I attract everything. I'm very fertile. Therefore, everything that I want, I birth and I attract. And everything that wants me comes to me. I don't have to chase after it. I'm not in the mood to chase nothing no more, or figure out what's wrong with somebody. I still was trying to help some people, but I'm just like, I'm over it. Listen, I have a peaceful life. And whenever you try and bring people that does not operate in love into your life, it becomes crowded in here. And then confusion happens. All these things happen. It's like it's wrestling on the inside of you. It's wrestling. It's going crazy, because you, the higher vibration, the positivity, the love, the desirable thing is starting to shake up, because of the fact, what is this negative? Well, they don't understand it. They don't speak that language. So therefore, it's like having you speak Spanish, I speak English, and you trying to explain something to me, I'm trying to explain something to you. There's frustration there. That is the same thing with what happened when you start attaching low vibrational people to you. Y'all ain't speaking the same language. Somebody gonna get frustrated. It's going to be the low vibrational one. They're gonna get in their feelings. They're going to tap into their feminine energy. They're going to express themselves and out of emotions, right? Because they're going to attach the wrong emotion to the feeling, and then you are the one that they're going to attack. They're going to attack you as if you're the reason why they don't have a job. All you did was show up. You can't help it that God blessed you. Do you understand? I hope you guys, I didn't cut off. That ain't your problem. That's not a you problem. That's a them problem, right? So with that, it's just like, you have to, oh God, that son said, mercy says no. That son is just like, nah, sis, come on over here. Let me look at you. Let me look at you. Let me whisper something in your ear. But that's what happened. People will, that low vibration will try and tear you down. If it's no love there, don't attach yourself to it. Detach from it and go live your best life. Don't try and hang around places that is not meant for you. It's not meant for you. You're not meant to be there. Thank you. You're not meant to be there. Okay? So, yep, but Paul, that's what I'm saying, Paul. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to create your own space. So if you got a little backyard, create a beautiful one. So you can doggone. Okay, thank y'all for the follows. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. Thank y'all so much. What is it, Mickey? Yeah, come on, Mickey Ash. Girl, I'm here for that. Thank you, chosen in Christ. Listen, give me my flowers. Boom. Hey, girl. Yes, I'm teaching you, baby. That's what it's for. And that's why I say I'm only on here to give a word. Like, I don't believe in coming on here just acting a fool or just talking just to be talking. I give you my testimony. My testimony is to be told. And when I pray, I ask God to bring the people that need to hear it. Now, you have the ones that, my little haters, they come through too. My little haters. I don't even like to call them haters, because it's not that, I'm not going to say I feel bad for them, because I don't. I'm at a place in my life that I don't see haters. I see people that are confused. And I see people that are frustrated with their own lives. I see people that, okay, people say, oh, they jealous of me. They could be. But I'm at a place in my life, I don't care if you are. Like, when you get to that high vibrational, you don't worry about it. See, it's people that will watch your live but won't tap in. You can call those haters. You can call those silent listeners. That's what I like to call them. Silent. Because they just don't want to be seen. Everyone don't have to give you a like. Everyone don't have to acknowledge that they're there. Listen, just because they come on your stories and your videos and things like that and look at your stuff, and, you know, they may not heart it, but they always watch it, what does that mean to me? I hear people all the time, if you watching and you like, what does that mean? I can't see who view my profile. And so when I hear people say, oh, they viewing my profile, well, you got little followers. Because only people with little followers can see that who viewed their profile. So you should be focusing on getting more followers. Then you can be unbothered for real. So that's what I learned. As the more followers I got, I realized that, I can't see these things. And I can't see those things because I'm not considered a little follower. Now, I ain't got a bunch of followers, but at the same time, I'm not considered a little follower. So what I want is, I don't look at people as, they my haters. What does that even mean? What are they hating on? Just because a person don't like you don't mean that they hating on you. That sound crazy, don't it? But it's true. Just because a person don't like you don't mean they hating on you. I say spirit don't like your spirit. You're everything that they wish they could be. They're not doing anything to tear you down. You're just disrupting their peace. Because they thought what they had was peace. It's not peace. Quietness does not mean peace. Peace is luxury. So when everybody's talking about some luxury this, luxury, I'm luxury. Even right now with t-shirt, jogger pants, and some Dollar General reading glasses. Or maybe the Dollar Tree, I don't know. I'm luxury. I don't have to walk around and say, look at me, look what I got. You see it on me. You're going to see my glow. You could go back to when I first started posting to now and just see my growth. Peace is luxury. Yeah. Growth. Doing better. It's luxury. It ain't about what I have. The things that I have excite the people that are very low vibrational. Because it's all they think about is materialistic things. See, they're attached to this material world, which they're material God in their material world. They think a blessing means money. They think when God fill your cup, it means money. When you go to church, that's all they talk about is God gonna bless us financially. Why do we care about having so much money? Because once you get to a state of peace, all the extra stuff don't matter. And that's why it all comes to me, because I don't care about it. I don't put a value on it. Whatever I want, it comes to me. I attract the things. Matter of fact, let me tell you how smooth it is. What if I tell you this whole idea of me moving and buying this house, it fell in my lap? I wasn't looking to buy a house. I already had a house. I tell this story, and I'm going to tell it again. I went and got my hair braided that Sunday. For the past week or two, maybe that month, I'll say that month, I kept driving by this neighborhood for no reason at all, because I'm not looking for a house. I was just riding around at night, but I kept being pulled over here in this neighborhood. Kept saying, I'm going to move, I'm going to move. I don't want to move, because I'm going to tell you what I was doing. I went and got my hair braided that Sunday. I'm prepping myself. Because Monday morning, I was going to Nashville because I wanted a Bentley. I had a house. I wanted a Bentley. I've always wanted a Bentley. God bless me that I can get me a Bentley. That's what I was going to get. That's what Naisha was going to get. Coach Nye was going to get that. Boom. That's what I was going to get. I didn't talk to nobody about it. I didn't ask nobody about it. I didn't say anything about it. That's what I wanted to get. But however, that Sunday after I finished getting my hair braided, I was driving home and God brought me back over here. And I walked into a home. And that home was bad. That home was $700,000. I said, well, God, I don't want this house. What am I doing with this house? What do I want with this house for? That's it. I'm being honest. I'm telling you the truth. I'm talking to God. And the lady talking to me, she was like, yeah. You know, they doubted me because, you know, I looked young. I looked like I ain't have nothing and, you know, black, young. Girl, bye. Anyway, we're going to go through the process. At the time, she didn't go through the full process, but she did not mistreat me either. But I didn't come in like I was going to be a full right buyer. I came in like, okay, I'm looking. So she didn't invest all her time in me. So now I'm going to give her that. It's not that she looked at me like you can't get it. It's just that I didn't come in. She's a realtor. She's looking for the person that's going to buy, but she's knocking nobody. So I said, all right, let me go get my boys and see what they like. I leave the house. And she said, okay, whether she knew I was coming back or not, I don't know. I'm talking to God like, what? I don't need a house. I really want to get my Bentley. I really want to get it. And I've been wanting this Bentley. You bless me. You know, I had 2 vehicles. I ended up getting it down to 1 vehicle so I can make room. I mean, so if I say I want something, if I ask God for a thing, I start preparing. So I prepared my garage for it. I have to have, because my other 2 cars were nice cars that shouldn't be outside of a garage. So, okay. I made it to 1 because I got to prepare. That's how you have to do. This is my testimony. I'm telling you, this is what you have to do in life. You have to prepare and make room for the things you want. You can't say you want a thing and then you don't prepare and make room for it. That you are basically saying I have no faith. So here we go. I'm talking to God and I'm like, well, God, all right, let me get my boys. So my youngest son, he's me. Of course he ready to get something new. Of course. He come in the house. My oldest is one that makes the most sense. Logic. Like, yeah, it's nice, but I mean, if you want to move in it, I mean, we can, but Mama, we already got a nice house because we did. We only been in the house. The house, we was in there for 3 years, a brand new home. So that's why I was questioning God. Now you understand why I was questioning him. It wasn't that I was questioning him because, God, am I going to get money for it? Now, that part didn't even sink in yet. My kids was like, Mom, we love it. I told the lady, I said, okay, well, Monday I'll just reach out to the bank and I'll get approval. Now, during this time, you didn't have to have approval first to look at homes. Now it's totally different. But anyway, I said, okay, God. Now let me cut this off so you can hear me and hear me well. My credit score was not that great. I didn't have all these stacks in the bank. I didn't have a cosigner. But I didn't ask no questions because God told me to do it. So I went to the bank, filled out the application. I didn't doubt myself. I didn't worry. I didn't like, oh, am I going to get it? I didn't do that. I just sat back. They came back and said, you're approved. Now, Father, I know you're the reason I'm approved because there's no way I should be approved, but do you see what I'm saying? So I called the lady. I said, hey, I got approved and we can go ahead and start processing. The problem was I wasn't thinking I still got to sell my house. However, when I sat with her, me and her talked. And we were talking about the house because the house is, that thing's bad. Like I get up in there, you know, fancy. However, it was fancy and it was nice, but it wasn't me. But it was nice. So we were talking and we were talking about the different style homes and stuff like that. And we was talking about, I've always dreamed of, this is the thing, I've always dreamed of a house on a lake, a sitting room in my bedroom, excuse me, and a bunch of greenery, acres. This is what I always dreamed. I had no idea. She said, why don't you build? I said, well, I don't have patience for that. I just give me a house that's already built. I ain't got time for it. She said, I think you would like it much more. I was like, okay. And she said, you're talking about a bedroom, a sitting room and a bedroom. Let me show you this. She showed me the plan. I said, oh, snap, I like this plan. And she said, now, okay, now pick a lot. Well, because I'm Coach Nice, since God already approved me for this much money, I was like, give me the biggest one you got. Oh, boy. The problem is I didn't know that the biggest one they had a pond on it. I did not know that it was going to look like this. I thought it was just going to be tree. So God gave me what my heart desired. all those years ago. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. Thank y'all for the follows. So that's why I say, when God wants you to have something, I don't question anything. I just operate in everything. I don't question anything. Everybody else looking at me crazy like a Bentley. Really? A Bentley? Girl, shut up. I've been talking to God about this car for so long. But what I learned is this. I can have that car, which is great. It's the fact that I qualified for it. By myself. That's what he wanted to show me, that you can have whatever you want. See, this was just to jumpstart the generational wealth. That car would have just been a thing that, okay, when the warranty run out, can you afford the parts? It would have held value to an extent, but not hold value like this will hold. So that's how I came about here. And that's why when I tell people I'm here to help you heal and to teach you, to give you my testimony, because it's so many of us out here that feel like, oh, I can't get that. Y'all see these different videos of different people coming on talking about, I manifested $1 million. How I manifested $1 million. Look at me. I got a business, multiple incomes coming in. I got six figures coming in here. I got and they don't have any of that at one time. They're not really living the way that they're portraying it. And then you go spend your money on their ebooks on how to become rich when the power is within you. My job is to teach you how to tap into what you already have to produce the things that you want. So, listen, continue to follow me. I will continue to share. And I'm just going to continue to show you all of God's works and miracles through me, because I trust in him. I am to teach you how to trust in him by trusting in yourself. I don't go to anybody else for anything. I'm successful in everything. It was at one point I would have never spoke about anything I had going on, because I would have felt like, okay, that's bragging. But then I found that the low vibrational people, that's what they say to keep me from not talking about it, that keep making them feel like shit because they look down on themselves. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. You understand? So anything to keep my mouth shut, that's what they wanted. And if they can keep my mouth shut, then they won't be beating themselves up so bad. But I learned that my conversations ain't for them. They're for the ones that follow me, that want to get closer, that are going through their awakening, that are trying to figure out who they are, that's trying to reestablish, that's trying to break the generational curses and add the generational wealth back to the bloodline. So, that's my job. And so that's why I don't come on here playing with y'all. You know, we laugh and we joke, we have a good time, but I'm not here to come on here every day and just make up something to talk. I really just don't have nothing that I want to make up and talk to you about every day. That's a waste of all of our times. So listen, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. If you have not got your book, Trinity Walk to Self-Love, get your book, Trinity Walk to Self-Love. It is on Amazon, Walmart, and Barnes & Noble website. I enjoyed you guys. If no one told you today, I'm telling you right now, I love you and I'm super proud of you. Remember to pour into yourself, then pour into others. God will fill your cup up, and he will fill it up to it overflow. But that overflow is not for anybody. Just because you have extra does not mean that you give it to everybody. That overflow is for when God send the people. That's right, 555. When God send the people to you that need you. See, that's changed, Taylor. That's why you go on places. Send the people to you that he needs you to help. You are the new storehouse, because the churches are no more of a storehouse. You're going to be the new storehouse. You are the one that's going to bring the generational wealth back to the family. But you have to know how to tap in within yourself to be able to do that, to make the 555 changes in your life, to be able to recognize when he say a thing and when Satan say a thing. So I love you, I love you, I love you, and I'm so proud of you guys. Remember to be great. Continue to follow, share, and like, and we'll do this again, okay? I love you. Coach Nye out. Bye.